I'm excited to introduce our new campaign, UnBox, Open Up About Mental Health. The college's year-long initiative is much more than raising awareness. It's about creating a sense of belonging at COD, in which students, faculty, staff, managers, and administrators feel comfortable talking about mental health. This campaign provides an incredible opportunity to unbox honest dialogue. Throughout the academic year, we will host a series of events and activities designed to engage the entire college community and to help erase the stigma that often surrounds mental health. Join us in unboxing important conversations.
I think everybody has, stress, where you feel you need to do a certain amount of things because of the demands. And so, there was moments, in my life where, those began to converge, on who I was in terms of the stress personally or the stress professionally.
So I remember when it got bad because I had like an anxiety attack. It was really a panic attack during the passing period. And I had never felt anything like that before. I literally thought I was dying. It was the craziest thing ever. And most people will tell you the same thing if they've had something like that. And I honestly just had no idea how to deal with it.
I was like, why am I even living? It doesn't make sense to live. I wanted to die. I used to go to the hospital, and I used to think going to hospitals was a vacation. I would make sure my schedule was clear. I did all my work, had everything turned in for school, and then I'm like, okay, now I can go visit the hospital because I knew it was gonna be for some days, but I'm like, okay, my schedule's cleared. And now that I look at that, something was wrong.
Like a lot of men, I just bottled it up, I pushed it down, I threw myself into work and school and other relationships, and it came to a point where I just couldn't, function anymore. I couldn't deal with it anymore.
I'm very used to being the one that listens to other people's problems, not really opening up. That was something I have always struggled with, and I've always been told over and over again, you have to be able to open up to people. Having a single mom who I looked up to, and it seemed like she never complained, so it kind of was like I was failing in a way if I was honest that I was struggling about anything. So I think it took me a really, really long time to open up to them because I couldn't even open up to myself.
I didn't make connections of what was happening to me physically and emotionally until I was at work and a coworker looked at me and she said, "Are you okay?" And I wanted to say, "Yeah, I'm fine," carrying that I'm strong, right, facade, but I couldn't, and I whispered, "No, I'm not okay." And I just started crying. And I told her about I'm not sleeping and I'm crying at night, and she listened. And I tell you, it was cathartic. I felt better. It was like a weight was lifted off me. It was like, I don't have to carry this all by myself. And I just talked about it, and it was so cathartic. And so that's why it's so important for us to talk about mental health.